You value what you see. So if you perceive fear to be truth for you, then you value it. You would never think that, because why would we consciously value fear? None of us would consciously choose fear. But the thing is you can only ever choose fear or love. So you're only ever choosing what's an illusion or what's true. So if you've made fear real for you, that means you do not see love. So then you value fear. Why? Because you're afraid that love's not there. So that's what you've chosen to be true for you. So then therefore that is what you value. You're not going to make something true that you don't value. So if you value forgiveness, you're not going to justify a reason to judge and blame someone. But if you value guilt and blame and then you're not going to give compassion, because that's not what you value. And again, if you don't value it, you can't see the reality through that lens. And so that's how we can be honest with ourselves in our healing journey, is recognizing the quality or polarity of our own perception. What we are making true for ourselves is showing us what we believe in. And so that's something that you want to take with you. So however you're perceiving someone else, that's the quality of value. So if you're complaining about things, then you value negativity. You value complaining. You value whatever that complaining is giving you. So if you have a fear of the future, then you value love not being there. You value miracles and redemption not being accessible to you. Because if you believed in love and miracles and redemption and grace and compassion and forgiveness, then you would do it and you would have it. But if you're not seeing it, then it's something you don't believe in. And that's the indicator and the signal of what you deeply believe in. And through perpetual self-awareness that you take with you throughout your life, can you start to see what you actually believe in? And then in those moments, you question yourself and you're determined to see things differently. Cool, I see that there's fear off of this experience. It doesn't make me wrong as in shameful or guilty. It just makes me mistaken, because in my own creation of perception and conviction, I have decided that this is not loving, and so now I'm suffering because I don't see love. I am upset because I do not see love, but I'm fully convinced that there's no love here. But who's telling me there's no love here? Who's convincing myself that there's no love here and that fear is the highest truth? Who's doing all of that? Myself. All of my own mind and my own belief systems and my own nervous system. My mind and my body are driving me to make those consistent perceptions real because I believe in that. And so through time, every time you see, you have a bubble of awareness come up of like, okay, here's a fear, here's a guilt, here's a shame, here's an anger, whatever it is. Let me sit with it and let me recognize that this must not be true, because truth cannot be threatened. So there is a perception of truth still existing and available to me that gives me peace and acceptance, that liberates me from being upset at this reality. So how can I be willing to give up the conviction of fear, guilt, and shame so then I can have peace, acceptance instead?